What up?
What's up?
What's going on, gentlemen?
Good morning. Good afternoon,
Yeah,
some people. Good evening to some, all right? How's everybody doing this weekend?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Real good.
No complaints.
Living the fucking dream.
Yeah, Steve's a little on the depressed side, as you can tell by his title, his name. He's on one today, so Steve,
I ain't even on one.
what's bothering you today? Why are you depressed? Why are you a depressed Lions fan?
He's lying.
So I'm looking
That's a
NFL
Browns
free
fan
agency.
saying.
NFL free agency getting ready to start. I look, Debo got traded. Motherfuckers, you see all these other things going on. And I'm thinking, why the fuck is 16 still on the roster?
That's what's depressing you, huh?
That's what's hurting me, bro. Like, I ain't hurt. I mean, okay, if you gonna stay on the roster, you gotta at least take a pay cut, bro. Like, that's my thing. That's my way of thinking.
Yeah, but you know what? That pay cut is yeah, he probably should get a pay cut just because he fucked up last year.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So
we're not gonna bring up those old wounds.
ain't old.
Not like you guys did all last season, and not let me hear it and stop hearing it. But we are gonna move on. Ray's talking to a ghost. Jeremy will go ahead and put it out there. Congratulations. He's in his new crib. He's moving in.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Don't worry, guys. He looks rough like that all the time. This is not just
all the time.
This is not just because he's moving in.
Yeah, right.
I'm still working to get this
I'm
place
actually
decorated.
jealous of him.
What'd you say, Steve?
I said I'm actually jealous of him. He moved out to the Caribbean. Smart man.
Yeah, no shit.
Nice and toasty warm, man.
He's got the beanie on.
Until
He's
he
about to
go
start letting
outside.
his dreads come out.
Oh, this is freshly shaved, bro.
One dread in the one spotted rose.
That's long.
We just said that motherfucker about to have 2 locks.
Oh man.
Ray, I know you're dealing with stuff. How you doing? It's okay, dude. We all got kids. It happens. Give a fuck.
My kid, I want chocolate. My kid's like, I need chocolate milk. I said no, man. Started flowing.
That motherfucker started throwing shit at you like, I didn't ask you. I said I need chocolate milk.
I need it.
When did you think this was ever a democracy?
Right. Motherfuckers don't dictatorship. And I'm letting you know I need chocolate milk.
Right.
He doesn't even ask. He's like, Dad, give me chocolate milk. I'm like, wait, what?
Well, you better put a fucking please behind that shit.
I'll say it. Say please. Like, what do you say? Like, please?
Nope.
We about to learn something today.
Yeah, no, they don't
Hey,
care.
I tried that shit with my kids, and they just stopped texting. Like, damn, can I get a please? Nothing. Come back about a couple hours later, so you gonna do it or not? Like, god damn.
I'd be like, nah, you didn't give me a please. Let me wait 2 hours the same way you made me wait. I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
My kid's ruthless, man.
Yeah, mine aren't. They think they are, but they ain't.
Well, okay, let me rephrase that. My kids are relentless. I ain't gonna say ruthless because I'd have to show them.
Relentless is different. But Steve, how old is your littlest one?
My youngest one is 4.
All right, so you should still be in that mode where, look, man, I learned to tune shit out. Coco Melon, fucking Bluey, all that shit that they fucking play. I learned to tune that shit out.
Man,
I tell Bean, I'm like, Bean, you got about 2 seconds to tell me what you want, because I will tune you the fuck out and I won't listen to nothing else. So you better hurry up.
Bro, mine get up in my face.
Oh yeah, mine does that. My oldest boy, he'll grab my face and go, "Dad." I'm like, "What?"
Oh, you guys haven't sucker punched them then? Okay. I fucking right in the throat.
Hey man, once you I finally understand now. I finally understand when your mama says she tired. Because once you done raised so many of them little motherfuckers, man. I'm on child number 5, man. I ain't got it in me no more. I just, what, boy? I'm tired.
I'm tired, boss. I'm tired.
I'm tired, bro. I'm ready to enter my grandpa years where I fill them up on candy. All right, man, come on, get your kids. I ain't got all day. I got bingo.
I'm leaving.
With
that being said, them older 2 boys better not make me a grandfather before I'm 45. But with that being said, I'm ready. Huh?
Well, let's hope that you fucking showed them how to pull out better than you did, because fuck. Goddamn. All right.
Oh, man.
So, let's talk about pulling out. Debo got traded to the Washington Commanders last night.
That's not pulling out. That's giving up all rights to your kid.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. It makes no sense in my head as to why they did it. They should have just released them and post June. Fuck him. He wants out. Release him. I mean, they got a 5th round pick, but they also ate the whole salary cap. The whole. Oh shit! Where did Steve go?
What the?
We lost Steve.
But yeah, they ate the whole the salary cap for like 30 mil for a 5th round pick. For all that, you could have waited until post June 1st. Cut him.
How many years left on the deal?
I don't even know, to be honest with you.
I want to say it was 2.
All I know is that if they would have cut him after June 1st, I think it would have been only like an 18 million fucking salary cap hit. And then that's it. Free and clear, you're done. He's gone. That's it.
But this way, you got something for him. That's the thing.
A 5th round pick for 30 mil though?
Listen.
That motherfucker better turn out to be George Kittle again, because for 30 mil? Like,
that's what I told you guys last night. I think if San Fran would have eaten, if not half, even if they didn't eat half, they would have said, okay, we'll take some of it. They may have gotten like maybe a third out of it. But if that was Washington's thing, like, hey, you're not going to take any of it, we're just going to give you a 5.
Well, I mean, we did take the whole salary cap for this year, for this one, just so you know. But they also took the whole contract. After that 30 mil is done, we're done. There's no fucking Debo, no nothing, no more on the books, no dead cap, no nothing. They took it.
Well, Rich, you guys have the space available to be able to eat a little bit of it.
Not according to Steve, who keeps fucking saying that we can't afford it. We could afford it. I read that. I'm like, he's drinking again. He's drinking again.
Get off the sauce, Steve.
We covered that last week. I think Seattle and Cleveland, the only 2 teams that are over salary cap. Everybody else had cap space.
No, and not only that, we're gaining what? Like every team roughly is like, because of the salary cap bumping up, you're gaining about 30 mil. So we're losing that in the sense that our cap is going to be diminished because of Debo, which is fine. So, but we still have like what, 55 mil fucking. And then not only that, if they restructure, because they're talking about George Kittle, they want George Kittle to retire as a Niner. I do too. They're going to restructure his deal. There you go. You open up some shit. They're releasing Hargrave. I think they're releasing him. Either that.
I had read that too.
Yeah. So if they release him, that's like 10 mil that they get back. You know. So
you guys ever sign Greenlaw?
Huh?
You guys are going to re-sign Greenlaw?
You know what? Okay, so I'm very conflicted about that. I am because you got to think of the player that he is. He right before the Super Bowl, before he tore his Achilles, Kelsey or the Chiefs weren't doing shit. Oh, thank you, Mama. They weren't doing shit. And as soon as he went down, man, they started feasting, you know? So
yeah.
But so I get what he wants. We got Steve back. I get he wants a contract, but like you also been injured a lot, so you know, at the right price, we'll keep him. If he's asking for too much, hey man, you go do you.
How old is he?
I think he's like 28, 29. Like he's not even that old. It's just
Brandon Ayuk?
No, Dre Greenlaw.
See, the problem is once you start getting a certain age, like once the injuries start, they don't stop. So that's the problem you gotta look at too. Probably it's like you want to invest a lot of money in him. So maybe like a couple year deal, say hey, or like a 1 year prove kind of thing, say hey, you're better.
Well, they've been doing that because he's been injured so much.
They have been doing that.
He got a decent contract. It wasn't even like bad, but it was like a 2-year contract back in I think 2021 or 2022, and they didn't give him a long ass one because he kept getting injured. And he just got injured. I'm like, okay, so he's a fucking great player when he's in there, but when he's not, you know, it is what it is, man.
What's the best ability?
Yeah, availability.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yeah, no, but yeah, Debo went to the Commanders. He seemed happy. Hey, you know what? Good luck to you, buddy. There you go. You're not our problem anymore. You go dress however you want over there. And
oh God.
I did. I don't know if you. I want to get Steve's take on this because Steve, for the longest time, you had Darius Slay in your team. He announced his retirement. He's calling it quits. He's hanging him up. He just won the Super Bowl with the Eagles, so that's it. He's calling it a career. How do you feel about that, Steve?
I'm gonna say this: hell of a career from a hell of a corner, and I doubt he makes it to Canton. But I'm a believer that number 23. That number 23 need to be hung. Well, I ain't gonna say hung up, but mother, you need permission from him to wear it.
Yeah. He was a good player.
I think so. Yeah, I think you need permission from him. If you want 23, you need to call him and get the okay. I ain't gonna say retire it. Nah, he ain't no barrier Calvin's level. But you at least you got to check with him first, man, because he was phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree. He was a really good. You know what? For a player to be like that in a team that wasn't very good, you know, I don't want to call them dog shit because they weren't.
I call them dog shit. They were dog shit, especially when we got Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia ran his ass out of town.
Well, Matt Patricia was dog shit, right? There's a difference.
Matt Patricia was worse than dog shit.
Yeah, that's insulting the dog and the shit.
Correct.
So no, yeah, no, he was a good player, and even like you know, he was a great player for a team that wasn't very good. That was a bright spot, and you know, he went to another team and he got himself a Super Bowl. He's hanging it up, man. He's calling it a career, and good best of luck to him. And there you go.
Yeah, best of luck to him, man. He's let him ride off into the sunset and go by this day.
Yeah, good for him.
Mm-hmm. All right, so. Ray, I'm gonna let you take the reins on this one because I'm sure you've watched the combine way more than any of us have.
Do you think between work and these cycles got in his house? Hell no. I watched the quarterback yesterday. That's all I watched.
Okay, well, which quarterback impressed you?
Honestly, Jackson Dart. And he
from
looked really good. Huh? Ole Miss. I kind of like watching. He was doing some out. They're doing deep out routes. His ball was on time. It was crisp. It was like level, and he was making some excellent throws. His
Did you say his balls
terrible.
were crisp?
Yeah, his balls are crisp.
Oh, nice. They show that now.
They
really go behind the scenes.
His throw was really good. He his go route and his deep ball was on time. It was early. It wasn't like anything impressive, like 60, 70 yards. It was in that 40 or 50 yard range, catch and run, go. And he looked really good. I think he snuck himself into the first round.
Okay. Who do you think is going to take him?
That would be somebody back in that back end of the draft. If he goes in the first, but he's late first, early second, so Cleveland says, "Hey, we like him more."
I was going to say, you guys need to. I was going to say, I don't know what you guys are picking. I know we're picking like number 11. You guys can fucking double dip
Browns
on that shit.
Yeah, we got 2 and 33.
I was gonna say you guys can double dip on that shit if you guys really feel like he can be a good quarterback and you guys can pick him up in the late first. I know moving into the first from or into the first in the later round, it fucking doesn't take much. So the Browns can pick up an elite fucking player, like a pass rusher or something, because you guys are about to lose yours. Pick up an elite pass rusher. And then at the end of the first, or maybe early second, if he doesn't get picked up, you guys can pick him up. That's what's up.
Yeah, I mean, he looked really good. Like Will Howard, he didn't look terrible. I still think he's like middle third, late third.
So,
here we go with Steve.
I had the Browns picking him up in the second round, possibly the third. Jackson Dart reminds me a lot of Patrick Mahomes. If anybody out there, they ever saw Patrick Mahomes at Texas Tech, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. His footwork was all over the place. His mechanics, if you can clean all that up, you possibly have another Patrick Mahomes on your hand. Now, even if he does not pan out to be Patrick Mahomes, it's not a bad thing.
Right.
But I do think Jackson Dart will need to sit if he gets drafted.
Oh, guaranteed. He will have to sit. Like any of these other quarterbacks, other than I think Sanders and Ward, they're going to have to sit.
Well, then maybe going to the Browns is not ideal for him because we know the Browns, they're going to throw him in there second quarter of the first game. The minute fucking whoever your starter is throws a pick, here comes the rookie. Yeah. We know how that shit goes. And then they're like, why didn't he work out? I wonder why.
See, I think Baker did that well. He made it to – Baker was supposed to sit his rookie year, but I think halfway through the third game, of the season, he got thrown in because Tyrod Taylor got hurt, and we know what happened there. I personally, if a quarterback's like a solid can't-miss thing, I would start him. Like Jaden Daniels, Manning, guys like that. Guys that are generational talents.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, you don't know if they're can't miss until you get them into your building because Jaden Daniels, the only supposed can't miss of the draft was Caleb Williams, and even he still had question marks. Jaden Daniels just lucked up, went to the perfect seat. He went to the perfect situation. So you got to get them in and evaluate them and establish if they're ready to play. Because, remember, Bo Nix was supposed to be a yearly project too. And look at how Bo Nix turned out.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like you said, the situation. If your system's going to fit the quarterback, if the quarterback fits your system, they should have success in their first year. Now, Cleveland going back to that run first offense. Would Jackson Dart be that guy? He could be. But if they're going that run first, you're looking somebody more like Will Howard, Kyle McCord, somebody later in the draft that's game manager, things like that.
Man, Will Howard is just tanking his shit, right? Just to so he doesn't end up in one of these fucking teams.
Maybe he doesn't want to go to the Giants.
No.
I'll go sit behind one of these aging veterans, learn, and then have my time.
Will Howard better be thankful for whoever drafts him. And that's on everything, because Will Howard coming into about mid-season at Ohio State, he had us winning, but he was an undrafted free agent.
Yeah.
Because he was all over the place. If it had not been for this magical playoff run, Will Howard would be selling insurance, or at least getting ready to.
Well, that's the thing. He was in Kansas State. I don't think he was even being talked. I don't think he's even being talked about. Now him going to Ohio State kind of bumped him up late rounds. Like, oh hey, he's going to be decent. Now that magical playoff run kind of did it. I mean, he did take care of the ball. I'll give him that. There were times that he looked like shit. Well, like in Michigan, when he played Michigan, he looked like shit. Threw an interception at the goal line. That shit you can't do.
That is correct.
Yeah, so that shit you can't do. But that's also stuff. Hey, your decision making. He can run. That's the thing. But he was trying to prove that he can be a pocket quarterback, not a runner.
And do you know who he looked like?
Who he looked like? No.
Yeah, you really want me to tell you who he looked like? You may not look at him the same again. He looks spitting image like Daniel Jones.
Oh God, kill me.
Yes.
Hall of Famer Daniel Jones?
And now you can't unsee it. Now you can't unsee it.
No, I can't. Here's what bothers me. Daniel Jones on that short list of quarterbacks the Browns are interested in. That's the problem. So now I'm going to go. When we get out here, I'm going to go cry. I can't have two Daniel Jones on my team.
You don't need one Daniel Jones on your team.
I don't even have one. Oh my God, I would rather have Aaron Rodgers.
Oh shit, that's bad. That motherfucker's terrible.
And he's on the short list of the Giants quarterback options.
Man, and I don't know why Giants are trying to sign a veteran. Unless they know something we know, they are more than just a quarterback away from competing.
Right, like you ain't signing a veteran's not going to do shit for you. All right? No. If anything, you're going to put him into retirement. That motherfucker's going to die.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm trying to figure it out. Like you sign if you got a team like the Lions. Okay, now you go after a veteran quarterback. Or a team like Minnesota. Now you go after a veteran quarterback.
Oh, for
Giants?
Sure. Yeah, I don't. Well, you know what, dude? It's New York, bro. They do dysfunctional shit out there. They really do.
Oh my God,
that's all they fucking do. It's kind of hilarious to me. Let them. They're gonna do dysfunctional shit, and that's all. So
who finished out the year at quarterback for the Giants? Was it Drew Lock?
I think it was either Drew Lock or
I think the ball boy was throwing the fucking thing.
No, what's that boy name? What's that boy name?
What's his name?
DeVito.
I was saying Danny DeVito, but that's stacked.
Yes. I remember this.
I was like, Danny DeVito.
I mean, all right, so the Giants need a lot. The Giants need a lot. So wouldn't you maybe say, hey, Drew Lock, manage the game, you fill the other holes, then after this year coming up, you say, hey, here's what we need now. We need a quarterback for sure. I mean, wouldn't you fill your other holes first before you find that quarterback so you can give the quarterback the best chance to win?
Or, I mean, yeah. I mean,
every organization is different, but that's how I do it. You got to make sure your quarterback can succeed.
If I'm in the market for a quarterback, and I just absolutely need one, if I take me a quarterback, I am going to take a tight end or a receiver to go along with him. And I'm going to tell him, you two get real fucking acquainted. Eat, sleep, shit. I don't give a damn if y'all got a double date. But y'all gonna spend all y'all time together.
Yeah.
Because that's what they need. A rookie needs somebody to lean on when he comes in. But it can't be an intimidating veteran. It's got to be somebody who comes in with him.
It can't be an Aaron Rodgers.
Hell no.
No, you don't need that kind of arrogance. No, hell no.
Yeah.
You want to fuck the rest of your players up? Bring in Aaron Rodgers. That's what he's gonna do. And I'm sorry, I don't think anybody other than the Jets are gonna touch Aaron Rodgers. And I mean this in the very sincere way. Like I'm not trying to make it funny, but after what he did to Robert Saleh in that organization, ain't no fucking coach or GM gonna want to fucking pick him up. He's done. The minute they fuck. Well, I mean, you have you have dysfunctional fucking organizations, and I really, but you see the Tom Brady fucking whining and dining Matthew Stafford, so I think he's gonna go there.
That's another thing too.
No,
I mean, Stafford's on
the Stafford just resigned. Y'all got to
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Well, that was before that, but yeah. I don't think Brady will bring in some motherfucker like Aaron Rodgers.
He will bring in Aaron Rodgers because he got Pete Carroll. You got to understand that as well. He also has Pete, but Carroll knows how to deal with them problems in them head cases. Remember, Pete Carroll had the Legion of Boom. He had them motherfuckers who went out and partied on Saturday night. Meanwhile, Russell Wilson was goddamn somewhere with his thumb up his ass in somebody's church.
Yeah,
so
but
he knows
Aaron Rodgers is a whole nother fucking beast, bro.
Man, if you think that Pete Carroll, if you think that he gonna get out there and do that shit with Pete Carroll will bench his ass. Me and Game just to show him.
Why fucking say it's not like he's any good anyway?
Well, hey, y'all talking about places to go. Me personally, I sent his ass into retirement. He trash.
Exactly. That's what I'm. Oh, yeah. I guess you're right. We are talking about where he would go. I personally would. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Go to retirement, bro. You are no longer good. Literally, you're not. I watched you play last year, and it was not good, bro. So that's it. If I wouldn't touch him though. That's me. If I was a GM, if I had my GM hat, I would fuck no. Hell no. No, I'd rather take fucking.
So you
Daniel
don't want
Jones.
John Lynch?
Huh?
You don't want John Lynch to call his phone?
Call what off? What?
I say so. You don't want Daniel Jones to call his to call Aaron Rodgers?
Daniel Jones?
John Lynch.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro? You drinking again?
He meant John Lynch.
Yeah, I am. Fuck off. Hey, you don't want John Lynch to call Aaron Rodgers?
No. Somebody take his phone, beat the shit out of him with it for even thinking of calling Aaron Rodgers, all right? Shit. I mean, I'm not going to do it. John Lynch beat the fuck out of me, even though he's old as fuck. But still. I don't want to see Red 47 out there.
I would take Kirk Cousins over Aaron Rodgers any day.
Kirk Cousins.
But my options are limited.
I'll tell you what. I'll take Goff over fucking Aaron Rodgers.
Oh.
God damn.
Shit.
Next topic.
No, this is the topic. But yeah, no. I don't know. Combine. What day are we in though? When did it start? It started Wednesday, right?
Well, interviews and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll start with the punters and shit on Wednesday, but
I know our quarterbacks, running backs, and wide receivers already had their day, right?
Yesterday. I think today's the line.
O-line. Oh, I like seeing the big boys, dude. They get at it. And we're in the market for a fucking big motherfucker, dude. We need somebody.
The Browns need to. Everybody needs an offensive. I mean, like the Browns, like Wyatt Teller's getting up there. Joe Bitonio, I think he has a year or two left.
Yeah.
They have no left tackle.
We need some help in the trenches for sure. If if the Eagles showed anything to you guys this year to win the fucking Super Bowl, is that if you dominating the fucking trenches, it don't matter who else is out there, because that's exactly what they did. They lined up on both sides of the fucking trenches, and they said, "We're gonna beat your ass the whole game." And the fucking
there's not anything you can do about it.
And the Kansas City Swifties could not fucking hold that shit up. All right, there was no amount of fucking yellow flags on the goddamn field that could hold up against just straight domination by both fucking offensive and defensive line from the Eagles. So, in my, I know we just lost a quote unquote starter receiver. I don't give a fuck, man. Let's get some big boys. Let's get some big boys in here. Let's fucking shore up these lines, and then everything else could just can fall into fucking place. We will do with what we got to do, and I'm talking about as a Niner fan. Shore up those fucking defensive lines and offensive line. Get them big boys in here.
And like that's the thing. Like again, you look at like teams' identities. Like everybody's like, oh, they got to build an identity. The Browns had theirs. They lost it. They tried changing the offense to this new style offense to fit Deshaun. It didn't work well. Not even it doesn't even because he was hurt. It was because it just didn't work.
Yeah.
They're a ground and pound team. They're a run first, need to play action. That's when the Browns have been the most successful. I mean, I think it's going to start changing back to you got to have an O-line, you got to pound the ball, and then pass when you can. That's how football should be played.
Old school shit right there.
That's what got us a bunch of wins until they decided, hey, Jared Goff, let's be a fucking hero today.
I blame Goff and I blame Ben Johnson, and I also blame the coach for fucking letting him do it. So it's not all Goff's fault.
No, you don't change with what got you to where you were, and that's the thing. Like if your identity is running the ball, pound the ball, play action, throw deep here and there, do it. Don't change it up.
Yeah, but especially not if you got a running back who's fucking hot.
Now, I was gonna say that shit. You know who had every fucking right to go in after that game? He had a right to fucking go in there and just start mobbing on fucking Goff. The coach, the fucking offensive coordinator was Jahmyr Gibbs, man, because he fucking carried them for the last was it 8 games, Steve, or like 9?
What the last 8, 9? Because a lot of people forget. David Montgomery. He carried his own weight. It wasn't until he went down and we needed Jahmyr Gibbs to step up.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to take anything away from Dave Montgomery. What I'm trying to say is fucking Jahmyr Gibbs went off. He had to step in and fill that role as an every down back. And he fucking took it. He was hot. And when it was time to put your fucking nuts on the table, Ben Johnson, your head coach, and Jared Goff truly fucked them because he was the one. He was the fucking team. That line, oh, dude, you can see them coming off the fucking ball. Every time it was a run play, they were going. They were. Like I said, Montgomery held his own. I'm just saying, Jahmyr Gibbs, when it came down to it, he fucking put the team on his back.
Jahmyr Gibbs should have put. If I was Jahmyr Gibbs, I would have put hands on Ben Johnson. And I would have put hands on Gibbs. On Goff. Hey, real shit. I would have put hands on Goff after he threw about 3 straight bad passes. I'd have put hands on him on the sideline.
That's the thing,
fuck
though.
That. Get your hand out your ass, bro.
No, I get that. I get that. I would have put hands on him after like 2 of those interceptions. But after that, like you heard the saying, right? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. What happened number 3? Ben Johnson, you're just fucking asking for it. I would have walked straight into that fucking booth and just started fucking. Yeah, hands would have been thrown. As a player, at halftime, I would have walked. I need to find this motherfucker because he's fucking with my team right now. That's exactly what.
Now we sat here and watched that game. We sat here and watched that game. He made that first bad pass, and what I tell you, he ain't got it. He ain't got it today. It took me that long to realize he didn't fucking have it.
You did too. You did.
Ben Jones should have saw it before I saw it.
And your coach should have. Hey, look, man. At the end of the day, the buck stops with the fucking coach, right?
Man, I don't know what I don't know what Dan Campbell was on. I think he ran out of coke.
Yeah, the buck stops with the coach. If it took you that long to see that motherfucking Goff was not on it that day, nah, dude. That's when, as a coach, I would have turned around and looked at Johnson and be like, "Hey, buddy, on the fucking headset, hey, today is a ground and pound type of fucking day. Let's run it down their fucking throat. Let's not fuck around. Let's not. If Goff got to make throw here and there, cool. But let's do what got us here. Let's just fucking run this shit the hell out of this ball."
So use the run to open up the pass. So
I get it. I get that you know Goff. He's a very well paid quarterback, and he should have made those throws. But at the end of the day, you have people that should have seen that he wasn't on it that day, and they should have stopped it. So that's why I pushed back a little on the Goff hate, because at the end of the day, they're asking him to make the throws, and he should, because he's an NFL caliber quarterback. He should, but you're also you're a human being. You're allowed to have a day an off day. It was a shitty time to have an off day, but your higher up should have been like, "Nah, we got to run. We got to do what we got to do here at this point." So, but yeah, when does the defensive line work out at the combine, or they already
tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I thought.
O-line and D-line did it today.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think so. I know linebackers, and I think DBs go the same day.
Let me see.
Yes. I will say this is a very deep defensive edge rushers draft.
Oh yeah.
Not only that, but defensive tackle too. It's a very good defensive line class. Very good defensive line class.
Which is good.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. I say it like this. With the first round, if you don't have a stud offensive tackle right there, an offensive tackle or an offensive guard, no, not even guard, just tackle. If you don't have a stud offensive tackle, just start fucking getting those defensive linemen off the board. Dude, you need fucking depth in that shit. And
yeah,
that's what I would be doing.
Yeah, but so here's also the thing. You want to make sure that you in position, because you know once you got to run on one position, it's a run on one position.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how this shit all goes.
Well, it's gonna be a good draft, man. I think this draft is gonna be pretty good. Good thing about it is I don't have to wait till fucking God knows when to fucking see my team draft. They're at 11. They sucked last year.
Shit.
Hey, yeah, I don't like this shit.
It sucks, don't it? It fucking sucks because you sit here and you hear about all these fucking players and all this shit, and you literally, when you're like, anytime you're like past 25, you're like, yeah, well, that shit don't matter to me because that motherfucker will never drop to where I'm at. And it fucking sucks. At 11, I'm like, all right, like, we can get some of these dudes. It's kind of nice.
I am horrified to see what the Browns do it too.
They got to go with the kicker, man. They got to go with the kicker.
Justin Tucker's available. I don't know.
They're trading their one. They're trading their one for fucking Justin Tucker.
Hey, so Jackson Dart will be there for y'all at the end of the first round. Y'all can trade with Detroit.
I don't see the Browns trading up. The Browns, they have a history of trading down no matter who's been the GM. They traded up, I think, one time to grab Johnny Manziel. How fucking well that worked.
Well, that was a Jimmy Haslam call. Jimmy Haslam said, "Hey, move up and go get this kid."
He talked to a homeless guy, and the homeless guy said, "Oh, shoot, Johnny Manziel."
Hey,
But
where was the homeless guy from? That's my question.
Right, we're outside the fucking stadium.
Oh,
Must be former coaches. We don't know.
Oh shit, Jeremy, we haven't heard much from you, bro. What's going on with your Seahawks?
Not a whole lot, man. I think we're going to end up probably making a casualty of Tyler Lockett.
Bro, you said that shit for like the last 3 episodes. Can we get another take?
I know that Jenkins, our one of our safeties, he's been given permission to go and find a team that wants him because he fell down in our depth chart. And when it comes to the draft, I'm really hoping that we go strong on the O-line. That's our biggest need. So really, really hoping that we get at least a handful of O-linemen out of this draft.
Actually, I wanted to ask you a question. How do you think Gino feels after hearing that the Seahawks are possibly in a trade for a new quarterback? Like, what do you think his mentality is on that? Because, if I was the quarterback and I was the quote unquote starter, and then all of a sudden I hear my team fucking trying to make a trade. Not saying that they did. I don't know. It was all allegedly happening.
Right.
But do you think that's gonna fuck with his head? Like, is that gonna be a worry for you guys that you guys need to address in the draft? Because at the end of the day, also, y'all need to keep my boy Geno Smith there.
Yeah, I know you love me some Gino, man.
I love Gino, bro.
I'm not worried about where his mindset
quarterback y'all had.
Russell Wilson, who?
Right? He stays pretty level-headed. I'm not worried about it. Not at all. I mean, it's a business part of the game. He understands that. Conversations are going to happen.
But here's the thing about that. He knows about it. It's not like some of these other situations where these quarterbacks get blindsided. Oh, hey, they're bringing somebody in. I didn't know about that. That's
right.
He knows about it, so he knows, hey, if I get traded, whatever. It is what it is. They're bringing somebody in. It's competition. Work his ass. Work hard.
Hey, I love both of your guys. I love both of your guys' like GM like talking shit. But let's be real. How would you feel as an actual fucking player? Because that's what it is. Exactly.
I wouldn't be happy.
That's what I'm saying.
But you got the comp. But hey, all right, I'm gonna go out and earn my spot. I'll earn my spot. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm all about competition and earning spots.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, for sure.
The best interest of the team is always where it should be. It shouldn't be about your own selfish needs, your own stats. Like, if somebody's better, guess what? You do what you got to do. It's about
that's
a problem.
And that is correct. And I don't like the sense of entitlement. I don't like the sense of, well, if I'm not the starter, I don't want to be here. No, go out and earn it. Go out and do what you got to do.
And that's where I have an issue with the transfer window too in college.
Well, the transfer portal, yes, that's why Kyle McCord left.
Well,
that's why Kyle McCord left. Kyle McCord, he wanted to be guaranteed to start in spot. He wasn't guaranteed to start in spot, so he left him with the Syracuse.
Yep, I know. And when Jalen Hurts left, I think Alabama. It was him or somebody else.
It was Jalen Hurts.
Saban said, "Well, Nick Saban." Oh, it was him. All right, Nick Saban came out and said, "Oh, you're gonna run away instead of trying to compete for your spot." Well, I agree with that. You shouldn't.
No, first of all, he graduated. Tua had firmly took over his spot. He gave Tua that spot just with ease. He gave Tua that spot. No, Jalen Hurts just lost his spot. And then he got it back when Tua got hurt. And you can say, oh, well, he don't want to compete for his spot and whatever. But at the end of the day, he won the fucking Heisman when he left. He didn't want to play the quarterback carousel. And I understand it. I respect it.
But again, if you're like a 5-star recruit coming in, you don't play your first year. Well, I'm leaving. Motherfucker, don't. That's the one thing that has gotten on my nerves about college football and a lot of these players in the NFL and other leagues too, like baseball, like MLB, NBA. All right, well, I'm not getting what I want, so I want to get out of here. James Harden, great example.
That's everywhere, dude. That's everywhere, and I get it. You guys talk about this, and I talk about this because as a fan, it's all about the team. But you said it yourself in the business aspect of it. The player has to look for the player, not for the fucking team. Because at the end of the day, the fucking team will chew you out, spit you out with nothing when they want to.
Yeah. So now on the flip side of that, go ahead.
There is no. So I'm saying, I'm all for it because when it comes to the Niners, fuck yeah, I'm like all about the team. But I got to tell myself sometimes these players got to look out for them because the shit they put themselves through for this fucking team, they have to look for them because the team won't. You know what I mean? It's like this whole and I'll be the first to admit it. I'll say it. The whole Brock Purdy situation that's going on right now. Would I like him to take a hometown discount? Yes, because I'm a Niner fan, and because we have had him for $1 million a year for the last 2 years. Like that's fucking cheap. But at the end of the day, if he gets the bag from us, he has to do what he has to do because he's earned a payday. And at the end of the day, it's not my fucking money. So he's earned a payday. He's gonna get what he deems is right for him. We can sit here and talk about like it's about the team, but sure, for us as fans, it's all about the team. Like fuck that. But they gotta fucking look out for them.
Yeah.
You got a quarterback that's out there dealing every week. Yeah, he's getting paid.
You're a quarterback. You got these big motherfuckers coming at you at fucking 50 miles an hour, ready to take your fucking head off. Damn right, you're gonna want to get paid.
Yep.
As much as we love to see it happen to other quarterbacks, not ours. You got to understand that these motherfuckers put their bodies on the line every play, and that's with almost all the players. I say almost because Debo was half-assing it, half the time last year. That's why we got rid of him.
What was it?
Huh? I was going like this. What are you talking about?
Oh,
like what the fuck? No, I was saying like last year. No, but it's a business at the end of the day too. It's like in real life. At the end of the day, I have to look out for mine too. Sure, I'll work the fuck out of it. I'll work like a motherfucker for you. You better compensate me correctly though, because if not,
right,
I'll go find somebody else who will. And because I know that they feel like it, I'll no longer be there. That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm kind of conflicted with that because at the same time, if we don't like a job, what do? We find the best fit for us, right?
Right.
So
or you sit there at the job that you hate for 5 years and just sit there and keep working at it.
So it should be the same thing for sports figures. That if they don't like a job, they should be able to go find. Look, I get it. They signed the contract. They should honor the contract. But the NFL and the NBA, if they sign the contract, they should honor the contract as well. No, if they don't honor the contract, then why should they have to? Because at the end of the day,
and that's what I'm saying, Steve. That's what I'm saying. They have the right to request for a trade. They have the right to not play.
Correct, and that's what Myles Garrett did.
It doesn't mean that they're going to get paid, but they have the right to do shit.
The issue with the NBA one is like Durant. Well, James Harden's a great example. He doesn't like the situation. He's not winning. I want out. Go somewhere else and put everything around them. I want out. I'm not winning. I mean, at some point, these guys are cancer.
That's where, like I was saying, that if I was a GM, I wouldn't touch fucking Aaron Rodgers. At the end of the day, it's your decision to outweigh the good and the bad as the authority of this organization. Do you want to deal with that shit? Do you or do you not? Does his performance outweigh his fucking bullshit? If it doesn't, then leave him alone. Everybody has a fucking choice with that in life. We're talking real life shit here. Even you guys do. Everybody has a choice. You don't like your job? Quit and go find something that you want. That's plain and simple. Because I see some of these people that fucking stay in a job, like Jeremy says, stay there for 5 years and work and not be happy about it.
Yep.
But that's your choice. You chose to stay there for whatever reason. I'll be fucking damned if I stay somewhere I'm not wanted or I don't feel comfortable in and fucking put myself through that bullshit. I'll go work 2 fucking jobs to get the same pay that I'm making over here just to have my own fucking sanity, to have my own peace of mind.
Well, example, Myles Garrett wants out because he doesn't want to go through a rebuild. That dude's been through a lot of shit. I can see that's like us not being happy with the job. We want out. But if you're trading for somebody to come on in and you think, well, I'm not going to compete for it, I just want handed to me, then I'm out. I think there is a difference between what Garrett does and like the Geno Smith situation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, you're bringing somebody in at quarterback. I don't want to compete. I want handed to me. I'm done.
Well, the talk's got to be at that point is you're bringing in somebody in for quarterback. Is this a competition or is this a replacement right off the rip? If it's a replacement, can you please send me somewhere where I can actually compete?
Yeah,
that's it.
And that's the thing. Now that's the thing. They said, hey, if they told him it's a competition, whatever, and then he wants out, and you don't want to compete for your job, it's a problem. But again, me, I'd compete for a job. I wouldn't care.
Yeah, competition makes people better.
Because then what? Geno Smith has a track record. There's teams always need quarterbacks at the end of the preseason. I mean, there's options for him.
What track record does he really have though? He's only had a couple of decent seasons in Seattle.
Don't let the Seahawks know that, please. Jesus Christ.
Don't leak that news.
He's shown
what the fuck is you doing?
He can win games, manage games, all that shit. At this point, he wouldn't be a bad backup. But if he wants to go out and compete for his job, let him do it. Don't just bring somebody in and blindside him like the whole Deshaun thing. Baker was promised
for Cousins.
But that's my thing, though. Who actually, at the end of the day, who actually allegedly the Seahawks were doing this, right? Who actually do you actually think they went to him or like, hey, well, this is what we're trying to do?
No. I think it was more the beginnings of, hey, would you be open and receptive to this trade if we were to propose it? Because the trade I heard
because is Geno going to go somewhere in that trade?
In the trade that I originally saw had him going to the Raiders, going back to Carroll. That was the trade that I saw. But it had us getting Matt Stafford from the Rams, and I can't remember who the third piece was that goes to the Rams. That was what I saw. But now that Stafford's off the table, I don't think it had legs, a whole lot of legs to begin with. Like I said, when I had texted you guys, it was like the startings and the rumblings of a rumor I'd heard. That's why I'm not worried about Geno Smith. I'm not worried about where his headspace is at because I don't really think that it had a whole lot of bite.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I wouldn't because, like I said, if you're at your job and you hear
I get that.
they're looking to find somebody to replace you. Just because they don't do it doesn't mean that I'm be like, oh yeah, everything's fucking great. That's what I mean. Where does that put you in your headspace? You know, like
I mean, I worked a job like that. But for a whole year I walked around, okay, do what you gonna do. Do what you gonna do.
Yeah.
Period, point blank.
Yeah.
And I did my same one too. Up until they did what they was gonna do. So I mean, at the end of the day, you shouldn't be. I ain't gonna say you shouldn't be worried about it, but you should be more so. Okay, I welcome it. Bring it the fuck on.
Yeah, no, for sure. I get that shit. See, for sure. I'm not gonna I'm just saying, like it would motivate. It's either gonna motivate you to do better for yourself, because at the end of the day, it's for yourself, or you're gonna let it fucking break you.
Yeah, so, especially me, because if I'm in that situation, okay, y'all want to bring somebody in here, y'all want to replace me, I'm gonna let my nuts hang, because at the end of the day, even if I still gotta walk away from this shit, I'm about to walk away from this shit 20, 30, 40 million up. So it's going to be, you see what I'm saying? It's going to be rich people problems instead of everyday problems like this. Like,
yeah,
that's just where I'm at with it. So,
for sure. And that's why Jared Goff is not taking a pay cut, because
man,
people in the organization are going to do what they're going to do, and he's going to let his nuts hang.
Yeah, you're right.
Cash his money. And with that, we are gonna close this. When does the combine end?
Combine should end tomorrow.
Oh shit! And then what? The league year starts in 2 weeks? The
league year starts. What's today? The league year starts in like 10, 12 days. So we should have legal tampering period next.
I love legal tampering.
I think next weekend starts legal tampering.
As if it ain't happening right now in Indianapolis, all right?
You know damn well it is.
They are illegal tampering everywhere right now.
Well, I mean, naturally at the combine, agents and GMs, they talk amongst each other and have backdoor conversations. But until
talk about illegal tampering.
Yeah, right. But that weekend, agents can talk to teams and get a feel and all that. Motherfuckers be talking all throughout the year.
Of course.
So it's one of them situations. But we'll see. We're gonna let it play out. Daylight saving time, I just realized, was next weekend. So shit's starting to look up. More daylight out. Football about to be back soon. Well, at least off season. We should be all right.
Yeah, of course, man. Shit.
I can't be depressed. I guess I can't call myself depressed Lions fan too much longer, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Next, I'm over this shit Lions fan.
He's gonna be here we go again.
Yeah, here go this bullshit again. Yeah.
Hey man, I appreciate you guys hopping on and talking to me about this shit. You guys know way more about the combine than I have wanted to know. I'm excited for free agency. I'm excited for the new league year.
I got a couple dates for you guys.
Oh yeah, give us
what's that?
The franchise tag deadline is March 4th. That's what, Tuesday?
2 days.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
The tampering period you're talking about looks like March 10th is when teams can start talking to players, and March 12th is when everything.
March 12th, right? Yeah, that's when it starts going.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
right. Next week, man. Let's look at those free agents lists and let's see what our teams need and what they can go for, what they can afford, and what's a great possibility.
I think the Browns can afford like a box with like.
Wait till next week, Ray. All right.
Hey, Ray, like, no, fuck that. I know what we need.
I know we can afford shit.
Like, I've already got this.
I know we can afford.
He's like, hey, look, man, that bag of peanuts that Debo was traded for, we can't even afford that.
You might get a peanut shell. That's it.
All right, boys. Well, everybody have a good rest of your day, man. Everybody stay up. Everybody have a good Sunday with your family, and yeah, man, we'll get it on next week, and yeah, everybody have a good
Catch
one.
y'all next week.
All right.
Later, guys.
Deuces.
Later.
Yep.